Tyria. The dragons have always been here.
The 2005 massively multiplayer game Guild Wars was one of the most successful games in its genre at the time, with over 6 million copies sold series-wide to date. Developer ArenaNet created 2 additional chapters to the original Guild Wars, along with an expansion. Over the past couple of years, they have been creating a proper sequel to Guild Wars 2, that is shaping up to be a much more ambitious game than the original, an MMO that eschews traditional MMO mechanics, attempting to create a fresh experience. At the same time, though, elements left out of Guild Wars that are not seen in other MMOs make an appearance in Guild Wars 2, and they're doing it all while still not charging a subscription fee. Guild Wars 2 takes place 250 years after the last Guild Wars campaign in the land of Tyria. The most powerful dragons in the world have come to destroy the known world, and Tyria needs its heroes to fight back. There are 5 races for a player to choose from. The Norn are half-giants that can transform into animals. The Asura are a small race that is known for its intelligence and proficiency with magic and alchemy. The Sylvari are a young elf-like race. The Char are beast-like feline creatures, and the humans are, well, human. All of these races must unite in order to win the war against the dragons. One of the things that the original Guild Wars was known for was its instance worlds. This means that every player had their own private copy of the game world, and the only social hubs were cities and towns. Guild Wars 2 introduces an enormous, persistent world. There will still be some instancing, but now players will be able to cooperate without having to be in a set party together. This leads to the next big change in Guild Wars, dynamic events. Gone are traditional exclamation points over NPCs' heads. Quests in Guild Wars 2 take the form of dynamic events, events that will randomly take place in the game world around you, and the persistent worlds allow anyone around you to help you if they want. ArenaNet president Mike O'Brien gives the example of a village being terrorized by bandits. In most MMOs, you would talk to someone who tells you the village is under attack, then go and defend it. In Guild Wars 2, a player might come across the village under attack. As O'Brien puts it, quote, "The bandits are attacking, chasing villagers through the streets, slaying them, and setting their houses on fire. You can stand up for the villagers, or you can watch their village burn to the ground and then deal with the consequences." End quote. This seems a lot more interesting than collecting 40 ogre tongues. Guild Wars 2 also makes some radical changes to traditional MMO combat mechanics. The excellent skill system from the first game remains for the most part intact, but the sequel introduces things called skill combos. O'Brien gives this example using the skills Firewall, Water Attunement, and Water Trident in short succession. Quote, "An elementalist can cast Firewall next to an opponent and then switch to Water Attunement, which freezes all enemies around him. Using the concussive force of Water Trident, he can slam his frozen enemy into the Firewall, leaving him to roast in the flames." End quote. This example, along with promised racial abilities and the use of environmental weapons such as a boulder on the ground, seems to indicate that ArenaNet knows how to create, as they put it, immediate, active, and visceral combat. Will Guild Wars 2 revolutionize MMOs? Maybe not, but it will definitely turn many accepted MMO mechanics on their heads, while hopefully improving on the other ones. ArenaNet is making a game that they want to be, quote, "fun from moment to moment," end quote. Here's hoping it is.
Now is the time. Claim your destiny. Forge your legend.